Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Show I Love Shakara. I did promise you guys I was gonna come back if I forgot anything, and I did. I forgot a whole bunch of things I could tell you guys. Come on, Show I get it together, okay? But do you like my top? It's cute, right? I made it myself. I made this one with a simplicity sewing pattern, and I made this one by myself. Did not look at any, did not watch a video, did not look at, did not look at an instruction, nothing. I just looked at the fabric, I just drew some lines, and I was like, I figure in my head this is what it's supposed to look like. Oh my god, it's so cute. There's also a skirt, but we're not gonna look at the skirt. No, because I made the skirt during my first sewing class, Sewing 101, with a sewing pattern, and I do not love it. I wish I did, but I don't love it. But anyway, it was my first skirt, you know, and I actually had to adjust it myself to make it so much smaller because it was too big. And in the class, the instructor is supposed to help you adjust it. When I told her, I was like, this skirt is too big, she was like, no, it looks perfect. I just looked at her like, okay, you know what, that's your style. Maybe you like baggy clothes that are ill-fitting, but I don't. So I went home and I used my skills and I made it smaller. But let me catch you up on everything I forgot. I brought my book so I can write it down so that I don't forget anything next time, okay? Do better, Shower, do better. But one thing about my life growing up, in case you could not tell, I do have an accent. It's very obvious, I know, because I'm Nigerian. I mentioned that before. I'm Nigerian. I'm from the Yoruba tribe, for those of you familiar with Nigerian people. And I did grow up in Nigeria. I was in Nigeria up until I graduated from secondary school, or high school as you guys call it here. And I've been sewing since I was a child. I talked about it in my first video. You guys go watch it, okay? So I used to sew for my stuffed animals. I used to adjust clothes. When I was in high school, in secondary school in Nigeria, I used to adjust my clothes, like my uniforms in school, and I would make them tighter. And I also adjust my friends. I used to be like the resident tailor in my class, and I used to love doing it, okay? And fun fact, my grandmother was actually a tailor. Yes, my grandmother was a tailor. Unfortunately, though, I never met her. She died when I was really, really young, so I don't have any memories of her at all. So now with this sewing, like, I feel like I'm channeling her. I feel her in my spirit. Like, this is probably the closest I will ever feel with my grandmother. Like, when I sew, like, I think about her and I don't even know what she looked like. I mean, she was a twin, and her twin sister was, I met her twin sister. She was so, I was old enough to remember when she was still alive. So I imagine that she just looked like her twin sister, but I do feel really close to her when I do watch, and I do feel like she is guiding me. You know, when I struggle during sewing, I'm like, grandmother, help me out, please. I feel like she's guiding me as I sew. So in terms of like my day-to-day life, I do work a corporate job. Yes, a 9 to 5. I'm a corporate girly, and I know it's not very obvious to a lot of people because people never guess I work a corporate job. They always think I'm a creative. I guess I look like a creative, but I am a digital product manager. I manage online experiences. I don't want to talk too much about work because no, and hopefully none of my coworkers are watching this. Okay, please, if you're a coworker, you're watching this, don't mention it to me. You never saw this. Don't mention it, okay? But I do work a corporate job. And you know, it's funny because my corporate job is part of the reason why I picked up sewing again, because during those like dreaded icebreakers at work, like they would always, there were a few of them where they were like, oh, what's your dream job? And mine was, I never had a dream job. Okay, I'm Nigerian, I'm not allowed to have a dream job. I can only be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. There is no dream jobbing for me. So I never had a dream job as a child, you know. But somebody else will write something that has to do with fashion or fashion designing, and they would always guess me. And I'm like, I did not even know I was that fashionable at work. Like, I know I'd be fashionable, but like, you guys have not even seen me outside of work. If you guys think I'm fashionable now, ooh, you don't want to see me outside of work, then you see the true meaning of fashion, okay? That, plus the fact that my mom once in a while will remind me about this book of drawings I had as a child. I used to draw women and women's clothes, okay, two things I really love. And once in a while, she remind me about this like book of drawings that she had, that she was so impressed with it. Her friends were so impressed with it. Do I still draw? And I'm looking at her like, Mama, you never encouraged me. I don't remember. Maybe she did, but I literally don't remember anything significant when my mom encouraged me to pursue fashion in any way. Okay, in fact, they used to complain because I dirty up the house with all of my scraps. Okay, all of my sewing scraps, all of my paper scraps. I had scraps everywhere. I had scraps all over the house. So no, she never did. But don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming her for that because now I'm an adult and I'm doing what I want. But those were like some of the things that made me think, you know what, like this might be a sign for me to really go back and pursue like this sewing thing, because like there's a lot of encouragements from the world and from the universe, okay? But like being like 28 now, when I picked up sewing last year, I was 27. I felt like, is it too late? Like people who do big things with tailoring, like those big fashion designers or whatever, a lot of them started sewing when they were really, really young. And now I'm just 27, I mean, what can I do with it? But then I thought about it, I was like, if I wait any longer, I won't be older. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get any younger by waiting. I might as well just do it now. And maybe by the time I'm 30, which I turn next year, oh my God, I can't believe I'm turning 30 next year. Do I look like a 30-year-old? Do I seem like a 30-year-old? There's no ounce of responsibility inside of me, okay? But if I wait, I will only just get older. So if you needed a sign, this is your sign. If it's something you want to do, just do it. You just will never know how much you love it. And I love sewing so much. Like I really feel like it is my life's passion, like genuinely. And for like a lot of my early 20s, I used to be so sad because I felt like I didn't have like a life's work, a life's passion. Like you hear people talk about like their passions, things they're passionate about, the things they're working towards. And I didn't have anything. And now I discovered sewing. I'm just like, are you kidding me? I could have had sewing this entire time as a life passion. Are you kidding? I love it so much. And I love it so much, like my sewing projects, they haunt me. That's why I'm up this early, because I went to bed late. I was watching Spartacus, okay, the new one. I love it. There's like a black woman lead. Hooked. But sewing projects, they haunt me. They have me in a chokehold. You know when Beyonce did her like documentary for Renaissance, and she talked about like when she's in a creative flow, like she doesn't eat, she doesn't like sleep, she doesn't like, I finally get it when people say that, because like I don't do anything else but work, my job, and sew. Like I don't eat, I don't cook, I don't grocery shop, I don't clean, I don't go out. I have to make myself go to yoga. Like I don't do anything but sew. Like sewing is my life. Like I sleep sewing. Sometimes I'm trying to go to bed and I can't. I'm trying to close my eyes and I'm trying to let the sleep take over me. I just get all these sewing ideas. It's just like zoom, zoom, zoom. Like they don't let me sleep, so I have to put my sewing book next to me so I can write down the ideas so I don't forget. Because there have been many nights I did not sleep, because my brain was just like downloading sewing ideas. And it's so crazy because like one of my friends of picking up sewing was that I thought I was not going to have any ideas. Can you imagine that? I'm like, can you imagine that I thought I was not going to have any ideas? I have so many ideas. The ideas are bigger than me. Okay, I'm going to need to grow like at least 6 more arms, become an octopus to sew all of my ideas, because there's no way in this lifetime I might have enough time. Okay, I think that's why the sewing projects are haunting me, because they're like, do me, and I'm like, I don't have enough time. I have a job I have to do. Okay, I have to go to my corporate job to pay for my sewing hobby. This does not pay me. It's purely a hobby. In fact, I'm spending money. Okay, sewing is not cheap. Making your own clothes is not cheaper than buying fast fashion. Okay, in case you were wondering, it's not. But I've got so many encouragements, and like I've even gotten signs from the universe. Okay, I believe in signs. Like the other day, by the other day I mean like last month, I've been wanting to buy like, actually not even last month. I started during Black Friday season. I was thinking I was gonna buy a dresser, because like I have so much fabric and I'm gonna make so many clothes. I need a place to keep it. Now I have 4 closets. I have 4 closets. I live in Brooklyn. I live in an old apartment building. I have 4 closets, and they're all filled with clothes. All of them. And I'm like, I don't have any, I even have clothes under my bed. I don't have any place to put clothes. So I was like, I'm going to buy this dresser, but dresses are so expensive. Why are dresses so expensive? They're so expensive. Plus, I am terrible at putting together furniture. Who's going to put together the dresser? Okay, I can put together clothes, but I cannot put together furniture to save my life. Okay, this desk, I just got this desk. A friend of mine, thank you, friend, put this together for me. The desk I used to have before was ugly and falling apart. Terrible, okay? So I was hesitating on the dresser, and then one day I was like in my apartment and the trash was bothering me, because my apartment is a mess, because creative process, it's dirty. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put the trash by the door, so when I'm leaving my apartment I'll take it out. But when I put the trash by the door, it just kept on falling over, and it was pissing me off. I was like, I'm just gonna just take the trash downstairs right now. So I took the trash downstairs, and guess what I found in my trash? Zing. My dresser I have right now, it was just there in the trash room. Beautiful white dresser working perfectly, put together. Oh, I dragged that into the elevator and I dragged it to my apartment. I cleaned it, I sprayed it with disinfectant, and I prayed to all of the gods and all of the ancestors on the dresser that it brings me good luck. And here we are. It was a sign. I was like, wow. The universe knew that I did not want to spend money, and they knew I did not want to put together furniture, and they delivered a beautiful dresser to my door. But I'm telling you, signs from the universe, okay? And like, YouTube was something I never thought I would do, okay? Like, I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTubers from all over. I love YouTube. But I never thought I'd be a YouTuber because I'm like, I'm not an extrovert. I'm more of an introvert, but I'm like an extrovert and introvert. You know what I mean? Like, I can get down, and I do get. I love to go out. I love to have fun. I can chit chat, especially when you get me in a good mood. Like right now, people who don't know me very well, like they follow me on Instagram, are probably just letting my personality now, because on Instagram I'm just cute, but here I got personality, okay? But I was like, I don't know if I have anything to talk about. I'm like, what would I talk about on YouTube? What would I share? But I'm like taking it day by day. The ideas are coming to me like this. Literally, I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, and everything I'm talking about in this video came to me. So it's like, I'm just collecting the ideas from the universe, from the ancestors, from the gods, from the Orishas, from everybody, Allah, every Buddha, everybody's giving me ideas. I'm collecting it, okay? It's in my pockets. I'm not playing. But like, oh, YouTube, and the things that I've always loved content creation, even though when I say content creation, I'm usually in a very, very small scale, like my small number of Instagram followers. I like posting videos, I like making videos, I like dressing up and doing videos. And I was like, why did I never think I could do like YouTube? Like, I already do this on a small scale. Why did I not think I could do this on a large scale, you know? Plus, I was just nervous about putting myself out there. Like, people are crazy. Oh my, people are crazy. People are hateful. People are jealous. Like, and I was worried about people judging me, judging my personality. What people would think about me. What if my coworkers see this? What if my family see this? What if people like? I'm talking to my therapist because I'm in therapy. Just like, who's not in therapy? And she really was a big encourager for me. And she was like, just do it. Like, you want to do it, do it. And again, back to, I only have one life. I don't want to be on my dying bed being like, why did I not do? So start now, do it now. And don't be nervous that you don't have ideas. You don't have, I promise you they will come to you. Once you start, it's so crazy. All these ideas I have right now, I never had these ideas before. Once I started sewing, once I started doing, the ideas just come to me. I just be walking around, living my life, and the ideas are just like zoom, 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 left, right, front, center. Okay, just keep coming. But you know what else it made me think about? Like Olange. I don't know if you guys watch Love Island USA. Okay, but Olange was one of my favorites, and she talked a lot about, you know, her corporate job, sitting on her desk and feeling like this is not what she's supposed to be doing. She's supposed to be modeling. And it was very encouraging for me because I was like, girl, I feel that. You know what I mean? I feel that because it's like we all have our dreams and we all have our passions that we're supposed to be doing. And sometimes like you go off in a different direction. But honestly, like, I like working corporate, okay? They pay me. I like having a stable job. But also, like, a lot of things I've learned in my corporate job have helped me in life. So I have zero regrets. But passions, wow. I would never have guessed that mine will be sewing and content creation. Okay? It's very, very basic. You know, I'm not out here saving lives or nothing. Okay, I am not a lifesaver. But hopefully, maybe, who knows, maybe somebody's watching me and now they're being entertained, and now maybe I'm saving their life by helping them with maybe their depression. Maybe I'm giving, I don't know. But what else am I talking about, y'all? Okay, what would I be designing in the future? Yes, let's talk about design. Okay, first of all, I am not trying to be a fashion designer, at least not right now. I don't have any dreams to be a fashion designer or a tailor, but I do have a bunch of designs that I want to make, and a lot of them are based on the traditional Yoruba outfit, which is like an Iru and Buba. The now sexier version is called an Oleku. Go watch my Oleku video so you can see what it looks like. It's very simple. It's literally just a blouse and a wrapper. Very simple, very easy, very basic, very simple to make, very simple to wear. So that's basically gonna be the foundation of all of my designs. I'm gonna take that traditional outfit, I'm gonna make it modern. I'm gonna Gen Z-fy it. Yes, I am a Gen Z, an old one. I'm gonna zillennialize it. I am also a zillennial. Okay, I'm gonna shower-fy, shakara-fy, everything-fy that I'm gonna make it look so freaking good. You wanna wear it, okay? And the inspiration behind it is because, like, growing up in Nigeria, and I mentioned this in my first intro video, so go watch it again. Like, I did not used to like to wear traditional outfits. Like that oleku that now I want to be making, I did not used to want to wear it because it was not fashionable. To me, it was just like somebody's grandmother's outfit. Why do I want to wear somebody's grandmother's outfit? Like, I want to be fashionable, you know. But as I've gotten older, I've like grown an appreciation for my culture, like a big appreciation for being Nigerian, for being Yoruba, for being African. And so I want to do more embracing of my culture. But at the end of the day, I do like fashion and I do like to show skin. So I'm like, I'm gonna take the Ankara, I'm gonna take the traditional outfits and I'm gonna make it my own, something that I would wear, something that you would want to wear, you know. And so that's gonna be the basis. But also, the Yoruba outfits, they are very simple, they are very easy to make, and they're very easy to wear, especially as a woman who lives by herself. And there are some outfits that I'm like, I cannot wear them myself because how am I supposed to reach that part of my back, you know? So I'm trying to make clothes for women to wear by themselves. You don't need no help. Okay, well, I'm gonna stand here and claim to be an independent woman. I don't need no, you know what I mean? But I want the clothes to be beautiful, gorgeous, fashionable, but like very, very easy to wear. Minimal. I don't want no zippers in the back that you can't reach, or no buttons in the back that you can't reach and it's too difficult. It's gonna be beautiful but easy to wear. So that's gonna be the basis of my fashion. It's going to be easy to make, easy to wear, but also fashionable. So we're gonna see. I have a whole bunch of ideas that I already have drawn. I'm gonna be working on, and I will be showing you guys my sewing processes and making these ideas, because like I'm not gatekeeping y'all. I want to be fashionable. I want you fashionable. I'm trying to make clothes for the everyday woman, because I'm an everyday woman. You know, I go grocery shopping. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not an influencer yet. I don't know. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm an everyday woman. I have an everyday life, and I want to make clothes that are wearable for the everyday woman who wants to be fashionable. So I will be showing you guys my process. I'll be showing you guys, sharing with you guys my designs. If you are also learning to sew, you want to sprinkle some DIY, you just want to watch me, you have the opportunity too. So, well, that's really all I wanted to say in this video. I don't want it to be too long. So, thank you all for watching. Now I gotta go back to my paying job. Okay, not this. My laptop is somewhere else. But thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope that if you really enjoyed this video, that you like, you subscribe. Please, I will beg. You guys want me to keep begging? Subscribe now. I help a girl out. Subscribe. Do you not like this? Do you not like this? Subscribe. Okay, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.